Good morning. Pacific Trading Academy presents Mentor Mike's Market Movie, a video record of my real-time trades for Thursday, October 17, 2013. The time is now 5:49 a.m. Pacific time. And let's take a look at what the market is doing. It looks like we may have an aggressive long entry right now. Price is breaking above the white MA. We've got a bullish cross on the MACD and rising volume. So let's get long. And we shall see how this plays out. All right, we succeeded in hitting the first target. Notice that we also just flipped the parabolic and broke out of the regression channel at more or less the same time. So I'll be returning when we have something else to talk about. Okay, we got stopped out with the bare minimum, but the day is young. Well, the volume has turned around, and we're looking pretty bearish, so I'm going to get short. Okay, we got an attrition fill on the first target, so I moved the stop manually. And volume has begun to rise again. We'll see what happens, see if it goes any further. I need to do my physical therapy here, so I'm going to be off the clock for a bit, but we'll get back and see how this trade plays out. Okay, well, we just opened, and it looks like we want to break to the upside, so I jumped down and got long, and we'll see what happens. Well, that proved to be a good trade. We hit all three targets, and our score at the moment is 675.50. So I'll be taking a little break here until something else materializes. Looks like the price wants to break higher. We're about ready to get a new bullish cross on the MACD. Not quite yet. I want to see that Dodging channel get pushed higher. Okay, the price is breaking to the upside. Volume is wilting a bit, but I think it will turn around, so let's get long. We're pushing the high of the day here. Let's see that pretty green if we can get it. There we go. Come on. Let's get that fill. Okay. Alright. Now we can breathe a little easier. Well, the volume's dropping, but a lot of times when there's enough momentum, the price will continue to sail in whatever direction it's been because the players are on board now. All right, we got our second target on this trade a few minutes ago. We'll see what else we After report. All right. Well, that trade ended up hitting all three targets. And we've come to rest right about at the R1 pivot point level there. Our score at the moment is 1309. So succeeded in breaking $1,000 in about a little less than 2 hours. That's the kind of business I like. And so we'll see what else we can do today, but I've got a few things I got to take care of, so it might be a little bit later before you hear from me again. We'll see. Well, we got this thing going higher, and we got rising volume and a new bit of bullish gold on the MACD. So do we want to take a chance and see if it goes higher still? Sure, why not? I already missed this little one here while I was having breakfast, but that's life. Let's see what happens now. Y'all will be the first to know right after me. Well, we hit the first target, so we're kind of out of the woods there. It may or may not go higher. We'll see. I'll let you know. Well, price is breaking to the upside. We got a bullish cross on the MACD, and volume is above zero, wilting slightly, but looking like it might go higher. Let's get long. 1330 was our score up till this moment. Well, it took a while, but we finally got our first target. I got long right here, thinking that this was probably the low of this momentum module. We climbed up here, looked like we were going to flip the parabolic, but we got faked out and sold off. But as you can see, our trend definer acted as a zone of support. So I held that position, thinking that there was still a pretty high probability that we'd break to the upside, and eventually we did. So we are in the money and out of the woods, and we shall see what else, if anything, we might get from this. But in the meantime, we missed this trade. If you look straight on down, we had bearish MACD and we had rising volume. So this would have been a good trade, but hopefully this one that we stayed in will make up for it. Okay, we made a new high and hit our second target. Now, there's different schools of thought about how to handle a situation like I found myself, but I usually take the more aggressive approach. Given the situation that we had with the trend definer rising as it was, I thought that the worst case scenario would probably be that we'd find support here and eventually bounce higher, and it just so happens that it worked. I could have been wrong, of course, and then we'd have had to pull the plug. But I knew we had about, what, $1,300 of profit to kind of play with. So I would have pulled the plug before we had given all of that back. As it is, no harm, no foul, and we're going to finish the day looking pretty good. Okay, boys and girls, we ended up hitting the third target on this trade. And our score for the day is now a net of $1,963.50. And the time is 12:49, so we won't take any more trades today. I'm going to pause the video. We're going to compress the chart so that we can do a screen capture of it, and you'll get to see the whole thing. Hang on one second. Okay, so we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. These trades could have been taken under other circumstances, but they don't count. So we went 6-0 and $1,963.50, and you saw it all done in real time. All of the entries were right before your very eyes. So this is pretty much what we would have gotten if it had been a live trading room today. So, okay, here's a little quick recap. Mentor Mike's daily stats for Thursday, October 17, 2013. We had a total of 6 trades. All 6 were winners, 0 losers, and a net profit of $1,963.50, which again, for you morons who haven't heard the message by now, includes a $6 per contract round-turn transaction cost. Also, don't forget my no-obligation survey. If I am able to reopen my live S&P E-mini trading room, would you be interested in participating? Send your email to mentormike@sbcglobal.net. You only have to email me once, and I'll make sure that you're on my Keep Me Posted mailing list. All right, folks. This is our day once again. You can see the market is still active and will be until 1:15. But we are done for the day. We had 6 trades and made $1,963.50. So let me hear from you, and we'll see you maybe tomorrow.